Hello friends, welcome to my channel. This is Charan. In this video I will show you in PHP using stored procedures how to bind data into drop down select option dynamically from MySQL PHP MyAdmin database using angularjs. I'm reloading the browser and here we got the results. The EMP name is binded into this drop-down control using stored procedure with angularjs, and this is the stored procedure. We have binded this column into this drop-down select option element. That's it. If you are a first-time visitor to my channel, please subscribe to get the latest updates. Before writing the coding part in PHP, first we'll check the table. This table contains 3 columns: EMP ID, EMP name and gender. Now my aim is I want to bind this column name EMP name into a drop down select option element using stored procedure in PHP with angularjs. So let's create a new stored procedure in the sample DB database. I'm opening a new tab. Right click, open link in a new tab. To create a stored procedure, come to the bottom, click add routine. The stored procedure name is EMP details. SP is a stored procedure name and the type is procedure. I don't require any parameters, so I'm dropping this. After that, I'm adding the definition. Select. I want to bind the column name this EMP name. So add that column EMP name from the table name is the EMP table. That's it. Let's create a stored procedure. Go, and here the stored procedure has been created, and you can notice at the bottom the EMP details SP. So let's execute the stored procedure. Execute, and here we got the results of the stored procedure, the employee name. Now let's bind this EMP name column into drop down select option element using angularjs. For this video tutorial I'm using Notepad++. First, in this new one page I'm adding the PHP code $PHP. Now first I'm adding the connection variables. $hostname is equals to, my hostname is a local host, semicolon, $db name is equals to, my database name is sampledb, $username is root, and the last variable is a password. And notice the password field I'm leaving blank because I don't have any password to log into my SQL PHP MyAdmin database. If you have any password, please enter that one. Now let's add the connection variable .con is equals to mysql underscore connect method, which takes 4 parameters. The first one is a host name. Copy this one as comma. The second parameter is a username. Copy this one, paste here, and the third parameter is a password. Copy that one, paste here, comma, and the last one is a database name. Copy this one and paste here. So after adding the connection string, now let's add the query. In this query I'm calling my stored procedure name. So our stored procedure name, just copy this thing and paste here. After that, $result is equals to mysqli underscore query method. This query method takes 2 parameters. The first one is a connection variable, this $con, add that one, comma, and the next one is a $query. Copy this one and paste here. After that, I am using while loop to fetch the records. While $row is equals to mysqli underscore fetch underscore array method. Now in this array method I'm adding $result, and here the output is array. Output array is equals to, I'm adding this $row. Copy this one and paste here, semicolon. After the while loop, I'm adding the JSON encode method, echo JSON underscore encode. I'm adding this output variable. That's it, we have finished the server side part to fetch the EMP name details using stored procedure. Let's save this file. I'm saving this file in the root folder www, and I'm saving sp angularjs dropdownlist.php is the file name. Let's save the file. Now we require the client-side script. Let's create a new page. I'm adding the HTML code, HTML. I'm closing the HTML tag. Header section. I'm closing the header section. After the header section, I'm adding the body tag. After that, I'm closing the body tag. Now between body, I'm adding center tag. I'm closing the center tag. H1, how to bind data from database into drop down select option using PHP stored procedure with AngularJS. Let's close the header tab. After that, add the horizontal line. After horizontal line, I'm adding the select option element. Select. I'm closing the select tag. I'm adding option. I'm closing the option tag. Let's copy this one and paste here. Now the first option, I'm adding the default label for the drop down list. Value is equals to empty, selected, hidden, employee details, employee name. That's it, we have done the designing part. Now before adding the AngularJS functionality, first we'll check the output. Let's save this file. I'm saving this file in the same root folder www data bind dropdownlist.html. I'm saving this file as HTML. Let's save the file. Let's check the output, how it looks, the designing part on the browser. Here we got the output of that HTML code right now, which contains only header tags and the drop down control select option. At this moment, the drop down contents is empty. Now let's bind the data using AngularJS. When we are using AngularJS, the first thing we require the latest Angular CDN link. Search for AngularJS CDN latest. And from the search results, I'm selecting angular.js. And in this website, we can find latest versions of the AngularJS, Angular, Angular 2 CDN links. But I require the version is 1.11. If we choose the version more than this, the AngularJS functionality does not work. So use the 1.5 or below versions. So now let's grab the AngularJS CDN link. This is the one we require. Just copy this one and paste here in the header section. Script source is equals to, I'm closing the script tag. After that, I'm adding the script tag. to add the AngularJS snippet, I'm creating a variable app is equals to angular.module. Between double quotes, I'm adding the AngularJS application name. So let's add the div tag after the horizontal line. I'm closing the div tag. Inside this div tag, I'm adding ng-app is equals to my app. When I add ng-app directive in this div container, what are the HTML elements we are placing inside this that belongs to this ng-app Angular application. So let's copy this one, paste here, comma, array, semicolon. Now we require the controller, app.controller, between double quotes. Let's add the ng controller. ng controller is equals to my controller. Copy this one, paste here, comma, function. Now in this function I am adding two parameters. The first one is the $scope and the second one is the HTTP $scope dot get details is a variable is equals to, I'm adding function. Now in this function I'm calling this PHP file $http dot get method, between double quotes I'm adding this PHP file name sp_anj-ddl.php. Once the stored procedure is executed, I want to display the records. For that I'm using $success function data semicolon $scope dot emp names is equals to data. That's it, we have finished the AngularJS. Now let's bind this data into this option. In the option I'm adding ng-repeat directive emp in. I'm adding this object name emp names. Name is equals to, I'm adding the Angular expression emp dot. The column name is emp name. This column add here. Let's copy this one. After adding the data into this option, now in the select I'm adding ng-init directive. Now in this directive I'm adding the function name get details. Friends, we don't require the semicolon here. Make sure don't give any semicolon in the get method. Let's add the function name get details. That's it, we have done the complete coding part. Let's save this file. We'll check the final output on the browser. I'm reloading the browser. And here we got the results. The emp name is binded into this drop-down control using stored procedure with AngularJS. And this is the stored procedure. We have binded this column into this drop-down select option element. That's it.